Welcome back to more Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. And this episode, we should be picking back up with Ginny.
Viaduct! There are so many of them! Harry needs our help! We'll have to hold them as long as we can!
She's right! Attack!
Not my
Attack!
daughter, you bitch. Great line, great line. So, apparently, I looked at the... Can I... So that actually is a thing.
Stop what you are doing!
Okay, come on. I'm getting a little tired of you.
We've got one here!
No, you can't have it, sir. Sir, what did you say?
The boy! Why, Potter! Give him up!
Boom. Oh, that's funny. So, happy-go-lucky guys.
You there!
Bro, you keep getting saved by this idiot right here. Hey. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm basically farming an achievement here.
The Dark
Alright,
Lord
come
will
on.
lead us to victory!
Come on. Boom. Nice. There we go. Thank you, sir. Alright.
We'll get ya!
Nope. How about no, sir? Just take the Protego. Look at my Protego. That didn't beat you. Not yet. There we go. Okay, that's one of my guys. As I'm just getting pelted.
Over here!
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Wondering where you were.
Protego!
Ginny, the Protego Master. Oh, hey. I didn't even notice you. How? I don't know. Nice. That was actually a little funny. Oh! No. Okay, yep. Getting... Okay, whatever, douchebag. How dare you. Okay, you're gonna... There we go. Okay, dude. Yeah, you wanna know what's stupid? You. And you. Nice.
Give it back!
Just fall.
Your kind is finished!
Nice. Oh, I didn't even notice you, sir. Why are you not done for, my friend? Oh, leave him alone. There we go.
There's nowhere to hide!
I mean, there is a place to hide, actually. Hey. Nobody said you could do that. Nobody said you could do that, sir.
Oh, look! Baby! Get him!
I kind of got up at the wrong time, but it is what it is. Damn, sir.
Stupefy! We got
Hey,
him!
yeah, that's another Protego man down. Protego! Jesus. Alright, what are we looking at here? Yep,
Protego!
kind of saw you over here, sir. And I don't appreciate you doing that, man. This is literally. I'm literally goofy right now. I'm just shield bashing people with Protego. It's perfect.
Keep
It's great.
fighting. We have to win.
Harry needs more time.
Oh, what does that mean? Oh, that means the third wave. Sirs, could you please not?
We know where you are.
There we go. Oh my god, you just spawned right on top of
Oh
me.
dear. Nowhere to run.
Get down, dude. Seriously, sir? You know, these snatchers,
I want this place searched.
sir. Protectus, Totalus. Nice. Sir.
What's this?
Is he not an enemy? Like, no, he is. He totally is.
Looks
But I
like
don't
you've run out
know
of
why it
hiding.
didn't count. Nice. Oh, I love it when they do a backflip. I got the trophy, by the way. That's why I stopped doing the Protego method. Not gonna lie, the Protego method caused some Harry. Okay. Stupid idiot.
Push forward. Get into the castle.
Okay, you can stop. You're getting too close. Did that not kill you?
Now we've got you.
No, you still don't have me, sir. Yep, don't trust what you're doing. You guys are so dumb.
There's no running from me.
Ha. Is that it? No, there's still you. Okay. Oh, I see something over there.
Through our defenses.
I see another thing I need to get. Oh, thank God. I didn't even notice this over here. Probably should have, but here's what it is. Boom!
Expelliarmus.
I hate how I'm missing everything right now.
Look lively.
What? Not much I can do about that.
End this.
He's not really worth Impedimentia. Okay.
Petrificus totalis.
Man, this is not a good spot for me. You're worth Impedimentia.
Look out!
There we go.
Petrificus
I
totalis.
didn't think he was the one Petrificus Totalis Mechanica Man, but I guess he is. Oh, I didn't even notice you, good sir. Oh. Nice. Bro, could you come on? Walk on the right guy. Oh, that was embarrassing. Nothing I can really do about that.
Give yourself up.
How many ways is this exactly? Oh, you put that up at the most frustrating time. Okay. Alright. Had to get up a little. It is what it is. It's fine. I hate it when they do that. How about you not? It says there's another guy I'm not noticing.
Harry Potter will not prevail!
Well, I guess that's where you're wrong, because this isn't just Harry Potter, if you haven't noticed. You're facing a bunch of underage wizards, sir.
Get some help over here.
There we go. Ow. Okay. Rude. Alright. Now, I used Expelliarmus. Now. Yeah, you can just take that all to the face.
One of them Weasley.
Yeah, Confringo your ass, man. Don't know what you're doing, don't trust it. Okay, that's wave 5 done? Okay, now that's wave 5 done. Why? Now what are you doing? I'm just waiting for your end so I can just flash these on my ass. Bruh. I hate you so much.
I think that's the last of them.
Where
That
are
was
they
a very
going?
short final
I
wave.
don't believe it. We've done it. That was brilliant.
I mean, I did most of the work
Blimey.
myself, but
Well done, everyone.
not to brag.
Look out! Incoming!
Everyone, get back inside.
Yeah?
Get back to the Great Hall.
Was that a wave of fire coming at me? That did not look long enough to notice.
Not my daughter!
You bitch! Come on, say the whole line. Rated T for teen.
Come on, Granny. Give us your
Not E for everyone. Come on now. These games have been rated E for everyone since
It's your turn.
Prisoner of
The
Azkaban?
rest of your beloved
I think Goblet of Fire was rated T for teen.
Leave my family alone. You Weasleys are muck.
Okay, Carter. Rude.
Stupefy.
You can't hold out.
What about that? Oh, that was creepy. Ooh. Damn. We both used Confringo at the same time. Nope. Eh. You want to use Confringo? I'll use it. Hey.
Look out, old woman.
Oh, nope. I keep pressing X.
It's the day you escaped from Azkaban. No, you will.
There's nowhere to hide.
Yep. Okay. Is this where she's gonna... No?
Am I too quick?
No!
Come on. Please just try tossing the thing at me again. Dang it.
You will never touch my children again.
So I don't get it. Alright, whatever. Is what it is. If pinned down, try to defeat the most dangerous enemy first. Look, pal, they're all equal in my eyes. Okay, holding. Or you destroy that.
Stupefy! Yeah.
You like Confringo as much as I do.
I'm still here, Tom!
I confess
Why-
myself
what?
disappointed.
Others will betray you. Snape was only the first.
Then they too shall be destroyed.
Man, I just got him with Petrificus Totalis. Didn't really do much.
You
Thanks?
can hide no
I guess.
longer.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm stuck. Alright.
Petrificus Totalis!
Man, I just kind of barraged him with a bunch of spells there. That's nice, that's nice. Alright, I think this is the last,
See where your fear has
maybe the second to
brought
last one? Okay, that is a bit much.
you. Dumbledore was a fool putting his
yep.
trust in you.
Stupefy!
I was gonna say, you make it sound like he had a lot of choices to put his trust in me when he really didn't, because you're the one who marked me, dipshit. Dumbledore didn't have
can
a
be
choice. Oh, what?
Discovering my Horcruxes only brought you closer to me. Poor Harry.
Also, yeah, if I am literally the embodiment of everything bad, well,
And many, many more.
staying in cover will give you a better chance of success. There was no cover in that fight game. No chance of a cover in that fight. Not that it mattered.
Why do you live?
Because I have something worth living for. You were right. The Elder Wand will always fail you.
It belongs to me. I killed Snape.
The one's allegiance was never to Snape. Let's end this the way we started it. Together.
I like how that was done in the movie better.
I told you! It's useless to you!
Avada Kedavra!
Expelliarmus! That's what he uses. Keep the beam focused on Voldemort to suppress him. How? Okay. Nope. There we go. Alright. Nope. 8. Oh, 8. Back in the middle. There we go. Come on. Back. No. Come on. Stay on him. I don't know if this is really doing anything. It doesn't seem like it. What, do I have to bring it up? Like that? Yeah, it looks like that's actually doing something. Yo, we getting in the groove. Of this. Woohoo! Okay. Round one done. You're trying to bring it back. It ain't working, bud. You're gonna taste that ball of electricity. That ball of magic. Oh, is that it? Two and done? What happened to the rules, too?
Not exactly leaving the place better than we found it, are we?
Why didn't it work for him? The Elder Wand.
When Voldemort killed Snape, he thought the wand would become his, but it never belonged to Snape. It was Draco who disarmed Dumbledore. From then on, the wand answered to him, until I disarmed Draco.
But that
Physically.
means...
Disarmed
It
him,
answers to
I might
me.
add.
What do you reckon we should do with it?
Just want to point out in the books he puts it back in Dumbledore's grave, which I think is a better idea. Probably not, but it's cooler. It means it still exists.
Come on, Albus. James is already on board. Lily, I told you. No one gets to go to Hogwarts until they are of age.
You'll be on that train with Rose soon as well, Hugo.
Don't wish their lives away already, Ron.
Hopefully their time at Hogwarts will be less eventful than ours.
I love how they never showed Albus. You know, the main focal point of the prologue, Albus. Yeah, let's not show him. Okay. Overall, which game is better, part 1 or part 2? I think they both have their positives and they both have their detractors. I think the voice acting and the movie scenes of part 1 are done better than part 2. Mainly if only for that Tales of the Three Brothers scene, but still. And part 1 also for some reason had better voice acting. I don't understand that. It just is. Which is weird. I mean, part 2 definitely looks graphically better. It is a step up. Overall, which game would I say is better? Part 2. Miles. Miles is part 2 is miles ahead better than part 1. For the sheer fact that part 2 fixed my issues with the padding. There is no padding in part 2 at all, which I like. There is no padding in this game. It moves through the movie at a breakneck pace all the way through, non-stop. Whereas part 1 kind of goes through the movie at a fast pace, but then throws in filler points to pad out the game, which I didn't like. And it seemed like they learned their lesson, and then they just completely cut that out of this game. There are, like with the part 1, there was my big issue with part 1, aside from the filler content, was the detail of Harry not grabbing Draco's wand in a scene or whatever at the very end. I thought that was dumb. You should have had Harry. That is a very key detail in the story of Deathly Hallows, as Harry wrestling Draco's wand out of his hand, ergo becoming the owner of not only Draco's wand but the Elder Wand as well. Which is weird, because I mean, at least when Draco disarmed Dumbledore, Dumbledore was wielding the Elder Wand. So the Elder Wand was disarmed out of Dumbledore's hand. So there's that. Whereas Harry's is a little more muddled and a little more MacGuffin-ish, but it, you know, still, it's a very important detail that they did not include in part 1. But then they allude to it in this game because obviously, you know, Draco wants his wand back. But yeah, I mean, aside from that one key detail and all of the padding, the only other issue I had with part 1 was the spell cycle, how you changed your spells and everything. I thought that was a little obtuse. Like, the system it had was workable for sure, obviously, but it wasn't ideal. Part 2 fixes that. I feel like part 2, gameplay wise, fixes everything part 1 did wrong. It had a more friendly spell switching mechanic with, you know, using X, Y, and B, tapping it once or twice for a certain spell. There was no padding to be found. The movement of your character felt better. The NPCs around you moved better. The gameplay wise, this game is just so much better than part 1. But I think part 1 does a better job of, again, aside from the wand moment, does a better job of retelling the story than part 2. Because part 2 leaves out so many tiny moments or makes a delivery weirder than it is. Like, for one, like I said, that Professor Snape memory scene should have been their Tales of the Three Brothers in this game, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It didn't live up to the hype my mind was thinking. That being said, because, you know, they left out the always line, or if it was in there, I missed it, and they didn't do it well. That is the issue with this game, I feel, compared to part 1, is that the emotional weight behind the dialogue isn't there. It's not there at all. Why is Rupert the only one returning to reprise his role? This is weird. He's like the only name I recognize off the top as I'm looking at this. The only name, well, there's 3 Ruperts? Weird. 4, never mind. Oh no, it's just the same guy doing many people. Matthew Lewis. Nirvana Lynch. So there's like 3 names I recognize there that... Oh, Devin Murray. Never mind. He returned too. Also, that's another touch that this game does that I like, is where you get to play as multiple characters throughout the game. Like, obviously, you play as Harry on and off throughout the entire thing. Then when you go down to the Chamber of Secrets, you play as Hermione Granger. Then when you go to blow up the bridge, you're Seamus. Then when you're on the bridge helping Seamus get back, you're Neville. When you're looking for Nagini, you're Ron. When you're out on the field, after Harry does his first runaway scene with Voldemort, you're Ginny Weasley. Then you're Minerva for the Snape boss fight and the bridge with the giants. You're Molly Weasley for the boss fight with Bellatrix Lestrange. Hermione also gets the boss fight with Fenrir Greyback at the end of her mission. Never mind, it's not the end of her mission. So when you're going to the boathouse, you just see Fenrir Greyback kill Lavender Brown, and all of a sudden you transfer to control to Hermione to fight him. So from that aspect, from a game, like I said, from a gameplay perspective, this game is better. This game is far superior, far more engaging and fun to play. And I enjoyed my time with this game. I mean, I remember enjoying my time with it before. And the game's short enough. Like, this game's probably 5 hours, maybe. Around 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours. It's really short compared to Part 1. Part 1 is definitely a longer game because of the padding. And even then, I'd say Part 1's probably closer to maybe an hour, 2 or 3 longer than this one. I definitely more than an hour. Probably close to 2 to 3 hours longer than this one. But yeah, this game, gameplay-wise, far superior. A much more vast array of characters to control. Something got stuck in my throat. Yeah, a wider pool of characters to play as. The mission layouts are way more interesting than Part 1's. And Part 1's had some interesting ones. It's just Part 1 had this bad habit of making you go through a level, getting to an objectival story point, and then having you backtrack through the whole level again. Or halfway through the level. And the only time I think that should have been the case what? Was the Ministry of Magic mission. What is this? Are they seriously doing this right now? This is the first game. Are they seriously doing this right now? Dude, this is dope. This is legit dope. World Quidditch. Prisoner? So they did go through Chamber, I just didn't recognize it. But Chamber, Goblet of Fire. Chamber of Secrets is the one I've spent the less time with, I should say. Order of Phoenix. So good. That game is so good. I know some people have issues with it because it feels like a walking simulator. Half-Blood Prince. Much better combat. Probably the best combat in the game. The whole series. That is... I really like that. That was dope. I love that homage. All spells are now available for challenges. Expert is now unlocked. What is... Yeah. Oh, so this is just missions? Replay key story moments and record your best timing. So it's like speedrun? Voldemort's Last Stand. I will say, part 1 didn't have very many boss fights or things that you could consider boss fights, really. You obviously had the Horcrux boss fight, which is like the most clear, definitive boss fight in that entire game. The very end where you have a, what was it, 2-on-4? You against Lucius, Draco, Bellatrix, and Narcissa, I believe. Against you and Ron. Although from what I understand, that is actually a timed duel and not, well, you don't have to win there. You just have to avoid from losing. But you know, I can Fringoed my way through that issue pretty quickly. Trying to think if there's any other boss-like scenarios. There's the moment with Fenrir Greyback and Scabor. But you're supposed to lose that. You're just supposed to fight until you lose. I don't know. Part 1 didn't really have, like, clear boss fights. I wish they had an invisibility cloak mission in this game, maybe, kind of. I don't know. What is that? The Basilisk Fang, Hogsmeade. Oh, that's the Snape and Karis boss fight. That's what that is. That's the bridge mission. Boathouse, I think? Or the Room of Requirements? Turn of Events. Yeah, I don't need to look at any of that. Come on, you don't need to sleep. Oh my god. So, characters, let's see how many figurines we got. Character models, whatever. I will say this, I don't know what I'm doing next, Let's Play wise. So, I've gotten 7 out of 10 of the characters. I guess I missed one? There's Ron. Miney. The models in this game look much better than part 1 too. Neville, Jenny, Professor McGonagall, Aberforth. I'm trying to think of what the other 2 would even be, or the other 3. Obviously, the first one's supposed to be Harry. If I had to guess, one of them. This is supposed to be Seamus. And that might be Dumbledore. I mean, not Dumbledore, Voldemort. Or this is ally character, so it wouldn't be him. It might be Albus. Enemy characters I got even less of. Just standard Death Eater. Gregory Goyle, I'm assuming that's Draco, and this is supposed to be Blaze then. No, there's Draco. Oh, I don't know then. Fenrir Greyback. Bellatrix, Lord Voldemort. And then Blaze, I guess. Snatcher, I can only assume is supposed to be one, and then I have no idea what the other 2 could be. A giant? I don't know. I'm literally at a loss here. It is what it is. How many musics? I got 5 of 12. We got Wandering Part 4 and 1, Sorrow and Serenity. Oh, they're all wandering. Oh, no, no. There's another one. Surrender. Fear at Hogwarts. Battle to the Vault. Alright. Interesting. I don't know how I was supposed to get that one in the Voldemort fight up in the Raptors because there was a hole on the ground. How am I supposed to get that? I don't know. Either way, yeah. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 are now done. I'm considering them both just one Let's Play, but they are two different games. But I'm just throwing this all into one Let's Play because this will be episode 15. Which means Part 2 was only 6 episodes long, which is 3 short of what Part 1 was. But yeah, Part 1 did a much better job of retelling the story, and Deathly Hallows Part 2 had a much more engaging and intuitive gameplay. So Part 2 is more fun to play. Part 1 does a better job of retelling the story. Obviously, Part 2 also looks vastly better than Part 1. So, having now played every single Harry Potter game, I can officially probably say without a shadow of a doubt, Part 1 is probably maybe the worst game in the series, with Part 2 just slightly above it. That being said, I don't think Part 1 and Part 2 are as bad of games as I originally thought they were. They have their issues, they have their kinks, and they are clearly soulless and for cash grab purposes. You can tell there wasn't a lot of love put into these two games. And for that, it definitely shows. But with time constraints and everything, I understand why these games aren't as good as they could have been. Especially with technology advancing so fast. Maybe one day we can get a really good game retelling Harry's events with a more passionate team behind it and with more care, without the stress of having to meet a movie release date timeline. Will that ever happen? I doubt it. I see more original content like Hogwarts Legacy being the more viable path to choose than retelling Harry's story again. But I feel like if they should redo any game, any movie in particular, I do strongly believe Deathly Hallows is the one they should do. Because you can see, for the most part, a lot of love and heart in every game before this, especially Order of Phoenix, the first 3, and to a degree Half-Blood Prince. And there's even more passion to be seen in Goblet of Fire, despite it just barely being above these 2 games. But I do believe that Deathly Hallows is the one that if you would have to go and redo as a video game, it would have to be this one. It's the only one that got shafted so hard. And with that, I think I'm just gonna end this off before I continue rambling for too much longer. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm gonna do next. I don't know if I'm going to redux Order of Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince now that I have a proper capture card, or if I'm going to redux Resident Evil Revelations, now that I have a proper capture card. Or if I want to do something new, something different, like one of my PlayStation 2 games that I've never done before, like the series I love so much, Full Metal Alchemist, the PlayStation 2 Full Metal Alchemist games, Broken Angel and Curse of the Crimson Elixir. Broken Angel being a little rougher than Crimson Elixir. And of course the third game never even coming to America due to unforeseen circumstances, dealing with its time being so close to PS3 and sales of Crimson Elixir. Maybe Beyond Good and Evil. I have that game. And I've never given it a proper playthrough. I started it, I got maybe an hour into it, and then I stopped. I think that's just because I put up the PlayStation 2 and I didn't want to go through the hassle of bringing it back up. I don't know. I've got the 360 out already, so it might be one of the 360 games being redone, specifically the Harry Potter ones. Because I know the Harry Potter games are pretty short, comparatively speaking. I hope you have a great day. Remember, only you can be the best you can possibly be. If you like the video, like, comment if you like, be super special, awesome. Subscribe if you already haven't. That would really help me out. And ta-ta. For now.